One of the things that Jesus is teaching me of late is that it is absolutely critical. It is absolutely urgent. It is absolutely necessary to be more insightful and more intentional, to be more discerning and more disciplined, to be more serious and more strategic about who is around you and who is supporting you and who is whispering in your ear as you move from one phase of life to the next. Many people have died listening to the wrong advice. Many people have lost that which they should have gained listening to the wrong people at the wrong time. And Jesus teaches us that better than anybody. If you watch the ministry of Jesus, you'll have to face it. You can't take everybody everywhere. Matter of fact, there's some folk you can't take anywhere. Mama said, be careful about your company. You better listen to Mama. She had her own folksy way of putting it. She said, birds of a feather. Y'all know the rest of it. Flock together. In other words, who you spend time with informs the quality of your life, how far you will go and what you are able to accomplish. Jesus understood that. He loved everybody, embraced everybody, forgave everybody, even those who hated him. But Jesus never tried to take everybody everywhere. He was serious and strategic, discerning, deliberate, and disciplined about who was around him at every phase of his movement, at every season of his ministry. You are no stronger than the folk around you. You're no smarter than the people you spend most of your time talking with. And every now and then you ought to surround yourself with somebody much smarter than you. It worries me, people who want to be around weak people. You know, there are folk like that. There are folk who don't want to be around somebody who's sharper than them, who's smarter than them. There are some folk who only feel good when they are surrounded around by people that they can look down on. But I've got news for you. Iron sharpens iron. And if everybody around you is no smarter than you, then you're not growing. And if everybody around you is broke and in debt, I don't even have to see your credit report, because birds of a feather flock together. You ought to be around somebody who can push you. You ought to be around somebody who can challenge you. Jesus understood that everybody can't go everywhere. The crowds follow him, but I see him choose 12 to walk with him. They are not perfect men by any stretch of the imagination. Each will make his own mistake, but each will play his own unique role in the life and the ministry of Jesus. There is the crowd, and then there is the core. And you ought to take the time, my beloved, to discern the difference between the crowd and the core. And then there is the inner circle. And not everybody in the crowd can be in the core. Your Facebook friends are not your real friends. You're not my friend because you friend me on Facebook. You're my friend if you friend me when other folk turn their back on me. You're my friend if you're there for me when I'm in trouble. You're my friend if you can tell me a harsh truth and still love on me anyhow.